Hi there. Oh, hi. Um, my name is Trish, and I wanted to initially document my journey of having a breast reduction. Um, but then I started feeling really uncomfortable on camera talking about my situation. I am post breast reduction now. I am 4 days post surgery. I've still got like my tape and my um, the lines they draw on you. Um, and I guess for symmetry. Um, so I initially wanted to start this journey with talking about my experience of having size H cup breasts for many years. Um, I guess I've had more than a D cup since I was 16. And they just grew from there, and I'm in my 40s now. So I decided I wanted to go for a breast reduction to about a D or a C. I really was stuck because it's not that I don't like my breasts, but they at an H cup were causing me a lot of pain. They were causing me a lot of too much attention. Um, it was really hard wearing clothing, finding things that fit. In the UK, I wear a 12, but because of my chest size, I have to wear a 16 or a 14 often, or an 18 just to fit, my H size breast. So things were never fitting me right. Funny enough, this is a shirt that fit me before surgery. So I don't know what's going on, but I guess I have more breast tissue than I realized post surgery. I don't know yet. We'll see. And also, I will say, sorry, this video is all over the place because I'm on painkillers, and codeine is great for surgery, not for long term. Don't get that misconstrued. I'm a little bit high on codeine right now because I'm meant to be, because the pain is really severe. It's really, really, really painful. So all joking aside, codeine, I've been on Codridamol. I don't know if that's a UK thing. I don't know if there's different versions of it in the US. I live in the UK. I live in England, despite my American accent. I'm originally from California, by the way. I've lived in the UK for 13, almost 14 years. And I was here before those years, so I'd been here kind of collectively maybe 15 years. So I'm a bit English, I'm a bit American, I'm also an Italian citizen, so I'm a bit Italian. I'm a bit all over the place if my accent changes or I start talking with my hands a lot, that's why. Because I'm influenced by many places. But I will say, yeah, this decision was not something that I took lightly. I wanted to just make a video about it for anyone complicating, anyone contemplating this type of surgery. And I will say, because I'm high on codeine, and this breast actually looks larger in the video. And again, like, it's going to take months for them to settle to their original size, because when they do a lift, a mastopexy, I believe it's called, on top of reduction, they then pull everything up super high. I think my nipples are like right here. Like, I feel like they're right here, and they used to be like down, further down. Sorry if this is, I really only hope people that are contemplating mastopexy, or breast reductions are watching this video, because it's very personal. And this is why when I was doing the pre-video, I just felt like uncomfortable with my breasts on screen, because they took up like half the screen. And I do sometimes get some creepy people online and in life because of my breast size. And so one thing that I'm really looking forward to now is being more invisible. Like, I love the thought that I'm going to be able to walk down the street and not just get sometimes followed or, talked to or stared at. That has been something that's been happening to me for like 20 something years now, and it's gotten exhausting. Like, I'm in my 40s, and like I just don't want that kind of attention. And I don't look my best today. I also feel like I need to caveat that. Like, I'm not looking or feeling my best right now. Um, I, you know, so I don't know where I'm going with that, but I kind of feel like talking about it it's coming across like I'm sounding arrogant. Like, oh, I get all this attention, and I don't want it to come across like that. Again, I hope this video reaches people looking for, advice on breast reductions, because I think you'll know what I mean. I think if you have large breasts, then you know the feeling of someone's eyes on you. I think even regardless of your chest size, like you probably have a feeling of eyes on you. But I think it's something that a lot of us have in common, and that's something that I think we all really want to, maybe some of us want to be released from, is the attention, the unwanted attention, the looks, sometimes the jealousy. People have on my social media account, because I'm a wildlife and nature photographer, and I have an account, and some friends were reaching out to me that have known me, and they were like, oh my gosh, why would you do that? I love them. They're so, you were so perfect. And it's really nice to hear. Not really helpful after surgery, because you're just kind of like, it's done now, mate. Like, they're gone. Like, they don't exist anymore. And so that has been really interesting to me, is like, yeah, some people's reactions have been interesting. Not from any guys, funny enough, from females. But yeah, it's been just a mixed bag of things, a lot of feelings. I'm 4 days post surgery now, and so my pain is getting better. And I think at some point in this video, I was saying this breast looks larger. This breast was bigger than my left breast, and I have a complicated history with this breast. I won't go into it too much in detail unless anyone specifically wants me to. It's a very personal kind of history, but I will just say I had massive asymmetry in my body since I was a teenager. So this breast has always been my largest breast and wants to be like gargantuan, and I've had it lifted and reduced twice before, and it didn't stay reduced. So that's another thing. They can grow back, not in everyone. Again, I hadn't had it on this one, but this one I had, lifted and reduced, and it still kept growing. So in my 20s and in my 30s, I think I didn't get to an H until kind of my 40s. So I would just say that if you are contemplating a breast reduction, mastopexy, which is a lift, I believe is what it's called. I should have checked all these names properly before doing this video, but I'm going to blame the codeine and the antibiotics and the bad sleep and delirium. And it's 32 degrees today in London, where I live, and I'm from California, and I've spent many summers of my life in Italy, where my heritage is from. And I am used to heat, okay? I can do 40 degrees in a desert. I can do 40 degrees in Italy, no problem. 40 degrees is about 100 and maybe over 100, 104. And 32 is around like the 90s, like 89, 90. For my American watchers here. So those aren't high temperatures by all means, but in England, it's really hot. It's a really hot temperature in England to have. I think it's because we have just not the right infrastructure. People don't generally have air conditioning. It's not common because we're a country that, built itself to keep themselves warm, because they were often cold and rainy. And in the many years I've lived here, the temperatures change. So my point in bringing this up right now is, if you are going to schedule this, maybe think about the time of year you want to schedule it. Like, I obviously didn't know when I scheduled it there was going to be the first heat wave of the year in the UK. So I didn't know I was also going to be wearing these compression socks. So I have been advised to wear them for the first week Also, I'm not allowed to shower. Luckily, I had help with washing my hair today from a friend, and that just honestly saved me. I was feeling really, really gross because all you can do is just kind of wet yourself down. If you have a bidet, if you're in a country where you use bidets, that would be your best friend. If I was with family in Italy or Sicily, where my other family is, like, we would have bidets and it would be great. And I won't go on that subject because, but yeah, it's really, really hot. So if in this time of year, so I would say maybe if you're going to do this surgery, I would say maybe avoid the summer season if you know you can't handle heat or you have issues with circulation, because it's been a little bit scary worrying about like my salt intake. The other thing to say, again, I'm like hoping people watching this are not people that aren't considering this surgery, but you also have to bear in mind that codeine binds to the opioid receptors in your gut. And because of that, because we have opioid receptors in our gut, why my degree's in psychology, I could explain it, but that's a whole another video and you don't want to hear that from me. But basically it slows down our transit, it slows down our system, and so it's very likely that you will get constipated. And the last thing you want to be in the heat is like constipated, bloated, worrying about blood clots, worrying about swollen ankles. Yeah, you just don't, worrying about like sweating and getting your bandages and your stitches like dirty and you can't clean them, like, there's things. And you also have to wear this really nifty compression bra, and I'm not sure if I can even show it because you can probably see it through the shirt, but it's just like a black bra that is squeezing the life out of me. It is really tight. I will say I initially, again, since this was the larger of the two breasts, and it did not take kindly to being worked on this third time in the 20 years. It hadn't been worked on for about 20 years. I want to say, I could be wrong on that date, but not important. But basically what I would say is I wasn't sure if the pain I was feeling was normal. So when they put me in the compression bra, because I'm a size 12 UK, I think that's an 8 in the US or a 10. Someone say in the comments if it's relevant or you're wondering. But basically, my point is I'm a certain size in the UK, but because of my breast size, it always pushes me up a size, like I mentioned earlier. But even post-surgery, I'm still in between like a 12 and a 14 apparently, because the bra they gave me was squeezing the life out of me. I thought I was going to choke. Like I felt like I couldn't breathe. So I would say if you're going somewhere where they give you a bra and you have to wear it for 7 days like I do, and then I think I get another bra, I'll update after that. But basically, if they give you a compression bra, I didn't know I could like adjust it. I was unclear on things because post-surgery, I was brought into the room that I was staying in for the next couple hours. Like they like wake you up and they get you back to normal. I was just vomiting nonstop. Like I could not stop being sick. I get motion sickness and I was reacting to the anesthesia. And so I didn't get to ask the questions that probably would have been really beneficial. But so what I didn't know was the bra strap, because it's like a proper bra strap. I didn't know like whether or not to adjust it. Like I was terrified to touch my breasts after this. Like I felt just they were so hard, so sore, and I was bleeding. I mean, I still have gauze in there because you do bleed a little bit after. So, maybe don't wear things that you're gonna want to ruin, because I ruined a couple shirts thinking I wasn't gonna bleed, because you need button-ups. It's really hard to put anything over your head. You need things that button, and you need a lot of help. But basically what I was trying to say was with the compression bra, because I didn't get to ask the nurses a lot of questions and maybe I wasn't as forthcoming as I should have been, I could have asked a lot more questions, but I didn't. So my shoulder, I didn't realize it was like tweaked forward because of the bra was not the best adjusted for me. So I would say make sure when you walk out after surgery that you're like comfortable with your bra. You're meant to feel compression. You're not meant to feel horrific pain. And I was struggling to breathe. I was like, I finally got them to, like, when I called the nurse line, they were amazing. Like the hospital I went through, the clinic, sorry. They're called the Private Clinic in London, Harley Street. And 100% recommend them. The 24-hour nurse line has been amazing. It was once I asked them, because I was a little bit like, do I ask this? Am I crazy? Like, I finally said it. I'm like, is this normal? Like, I feel like my rib cage is being compressed, like I'm gonna explode. And they were like, no, 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 that's not normal. And they were like, can you not adjust your bra? And I was like, oh, I didn't know I could touch it. Like, I basically was under the impression that like you don't touch anything for like a week. Like, you put your socks on, you got your compression bra on, and you come back in a week. You can't shower, you can't, all these things. Don't have salt, don't drink a lot of water, make sure you're getting electrolytes, like all these things. But I didn't understand a bit about the bra. So just mentioning that for anyone, if that's helpful at all. What else can I say about it? You're going to need a lot of help also. If you are living by yourself or you have pets, I would say, I could not. So I have two cats, and they are very affectionate, very in your face type cats. So I think 3 days after surgery, my cat wasn't getting my attention and she went to walk across my chest. And I made a scream that I've never heard utter out of, like, I've never heard that sound come out of my mouth. It was so painful. So, pets really may not understand. Like, you're in a daze, you're properly high. Like, you take the, codeine and you're like, I'm functioning now because I've been on it for a few days. But initially, I was like completely zoinked, like would fall asleep as soon as I took them. And it was great. Like, I 100% think I needed the codeine for this procedure. And I'm tapering it off as of today because I think I'm okay. Like, I think I can handle the pain. I've been dosing it down, it's like spacing it out. But yeah, I think, like, I have a partner and he has been doing everything for me. Like, I haven't been able to, you can't really put your arms up past here the first couple of days. Like, you will know. For me, it was like right after surgery, I was moving my arms around because I was like, I'm in so much pain. I was like, can I do this? And they were like, no, don't do anything. Like, don't move. I was like, because I was trying to, I think, go up. But basically, like, even right now, like, I can't reach up very high. All of this is connected. You don't realize how much you're connected to things. So like little things like putting deodorant on, cleaning your armpits, brushing your teeth. You can't, if you drop something on the floor, that's it. You are not going to pick it up. It's going to live there until you ask someone to come pick it up. Or if you're like me, I'm really good with using my foot. I can pick things up with my feet. I've got those long, because I'm really tall. I've got those long toes that no one wants. The one good thing is they are a little bit finger-like, and so I can pick things up and throw them. So I've been playing with my cats because I can pick stuff up with my foot and throw it. So I mean, I'm not aggressively playing, but my cats I have two of them, and they have not taken kindly to me being like this. So I would say, if you have pets or you have children, you're going to need a lot of help. So just bear that in mind. Schedule to have someone come maybe stay with you, or see if you can stay with someone for like a week. I think, like, being alone with my cats was really challenging because, like I said, they'll come up to me, they'll want my attention. If I'm not giving it to them, they'll jump on you, and you're just like, you cannot handle the pressure and anything, on you. You just can't. So, think about pets, think about who's in your environment, who's not going to understand, who might barge you. So I don't know if it's obvious, but this is my larger breast again, and it's sticking out. It's more swollen from the side. And oh my gosh, if someone bumps me from here, like my arm is hitting the inside of my breast and it is painful. It is painful, and it's not happening so much on this side. So like little things like your depth perception is off. So I'm like being really cautious walking around my flat. And what else should I say that could be useful for helping you make a decision and helping you prepare? I should have done this in like sections and like properly planned this out, but I didn't. You're not welcome. This was a bad idea, but here I am, keeping going. I'm going to keep going because maybe one person will find this helpful, and that's what I'm here for. Yeah, what else can I say? Yeah, hot days, like I'm gonna have to leave this room because I'm too hot right now. I'm so warm. Yeah, comfortable clothes. Like you're gonna want elasticated trousers, pants, depending where you are in the world, pants as well, underwear, pants. In England, trousers are pants, and in America, pants are pants, but they're underwear here in England. Sorry, I'm getting that confusing. Basically, like, yeah, you want something, hold on, I gotta stand up, like elasticated if you can, so that you can just easily pull them down to go to the bathroom. The first couple of days, like maybe the first 24 hours, I could not pull my own pants down, like trousers down, like anything, underwear. I couldn't do it. I had to have help. So my partner, and I was lucky my mom was here for a couple days, like I had to have, him put my hair up. I had to have help brushing my teeth. I had to have help, like I can't floss my teeth either. I'm just using a little brush, like one of those interdental brushes. I'm not really able to wash my face, so I would get like a wet rag, but it's a lot of work to like clean out a rag. And I'm not saying to get disposable wipes because I'm not a big fan of those because they're not great for the environment, but I think like those would have been the most helpful, because yeah, it's really hard you have to think about everything that you can't do. It sounds really like, oh, it's fine, like I'll just use a wash rag and I'll just clean it after I'm done with it. It's like, you're not going to be able to, like you're sore. It hurts to do repetitive motions. It hurts so you have to really think about like, yeah, interdental brushes if you floss your teeth, or, having help with these things. Maybe even having like wipes for yourself, like sanitary wipes for down there. Oh, can I also say, if you have periods, if you are menstruating, I am in perimenopause. I am 41. Am I 41? Yeah. 41, almost 42. I would say schedule this away from your period. I cannot think of anything worse than having my period during perimenopause, like going through perimenopause and having this surgery at the same time. Like it was horrendous. I think it was scheduled during my follicular phase. I wanted to avoid my luteal because that's when I get like really bad chest pain, breast pain every month, and moodiness and my migraines. I have kind of headaches, migraines all month long. And that's part of the reason I did this surgery, was to see if it helps my migraines. Because I was reading that obviously really large breasts are really heavy. And even though I'm a bodybuilder and I'm actually quite strong, and I can hold my back up pretty well, I could hold them up really well, I still had all this neck pain all the time and like pain in here. And someone mentioned that to me, like, don't you ever think that the migraine may not be your deviated septum? Because I have a crooked septum, which could be causing my headaches and migraines, or it could be perimenopause. I don't know. I started getting headaches and migraines, I want to say 2022. I got them after getting COVID. So after the COVID vaccine, I started getting vertigo and I started getting sinus issues, but I didn't really remember chronic headaches and migraines until I had actual COVID. And that's a whole other thing. But basically, it could have been perimenopause 5 years ago and I just didn't know it because information was really slack. I think it's getting better now women we're basically finding out now more that perimenopause does start earlier in different women, different people. So basically for me, I thought maybe having smaller breasts would decrease the neck pain, and neck pain can cause, grinding, and I grind and I clench a lot. And these muscles, I think, I can't remember what these are called right now. Ugh, my brain isn't switched on very well today. But basically, if these are tight, your jaw can be tight, and all of this can cause migraines and headaches, I'm told. So that was another reason I did this surgery. It was like trying to figure out why I'm living with chronic migraines and headaches. So, yeah, I think this is a really long video, and I don't know who has time to watch it. So, I hope it's helpful. If you have any questions, I'm always here to talk about this. Like, I would be happy to help, because there were so many things that I didn't have answered before this, and I would, be really happy to talk about anything, previous surgeries. If anything I said is helpful, let me know in the comments, and I'll see how this does. Like, if no one watches it and no one cares, then like I probably won't film any more of these videos, because it's a big chunk of time and thoughts and stress of like putting yourself out there and putting yourself on camera and feeling uncomfortable. And if 5 people don't watch it, then like I probably will just delete it and move on with my life. And also, this might be a codeine induced endeavor for me. Like, who knows? I might lose the confidence to do this, because maybe this is just codeine making me feel confident to speak on camera. This is still recording, right? Yeah. Also, holding your phone is hard. It's not easy. And I still can't get these lines out. It's been days, because you're really not supposed to wash your skin. I mean, you can a little bit, but you don't want anything to drip down. You do not want to get your breasts wet. So, anyways, I hope this was at all helpful, and I am sending you love, and I just remembered something else I wanted to say before I forget. I went into actual shock after I did the surgery. Like, I looked down and I was bleeding and I was in so much pain, and I went into actual shock. I was like freaked out, could not believe I had done this, but then I was nauseated. So I postponed my shock till later, essentially. But the first couple nights, my thoughts just spiraled. It is a huge, huge thing to go from such a large size to a smaller size. And it was, ow, it's hard to hold this. And it was really like a shock to the system. So I would say, like, it's from checking on Reddit. Sorry, my place is a mess because I didn't intend on turning the camera this way. But if I went down like a rabbit hole on Reddit, and basically it's really common to regret your surgery initially. So I think like it might be cathartic for me to even continue making videos, even if they don't do well, just to talk, because I don't really have anyone to talk to about this. Like, my friends and family will totally listen, my partner will listen, but sometimes it's nice to speak about it with nobody, in a sense, because there's no judgment, or they don't really understand because no one's lived through it. But basically, yeah, I went into shock, and I think when I'm dressing, it's gonna be shocking to the system. As much as it's gonna be nice, it also means that a lot of my clothes aren't gonna fit, and were tailored to my larger breast size. And I dressed a lot to hide. Like, I properly hid myself a lot, and I always had long hair in front of my chest because I always wanted to cover them. So like big shirts, button-ups, lots of things, jackets. I'd have moments where I would like dress up and have them on show a bit, nothing crazy, but it was always too much attention. And yeah, but I need to really do an audit of my clothes and figure out like what I can wear now. And it's going to be really exciting. I'm a little bit nervous that I'm going to, regret it. I think it's normal to regret anything. Like, I have a lot of tattoos, and like, I am not saying I'm 100% happy with them 20 years on. But equally, I'm not going to get them, I'm not going to, get them, what is it called? lasered, sorry, the brain, the codeine brain. Yeah, so anyways, just thoughts, more ramblings on what I probably will talk about here, and I'll probably try to come up with something more formal than this. Haphazard, like just blah at the camera for like 30 minutes. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I wish you well on your journey wherever you're at. If you're just getting information, you're considering it, it's a huge decision, huge life decision, and yeah, I would love to be there to support anyone who has any questions, or yeah, I feel like this is something that I would love to help others with, because it's a really big decision and choice, and yeah, it's a lot of pain and a lot of costs and a lot of help is required and time off. So yeah, anyways, I'm rambling. Bye.